I'll explain what's going on. I did that load, the medical one, the hospital one, delivered it, and I have a pickup for tomorrow, which goes from Seattle to Yakima. And I went to the Love's truck stop, came there, you couldn't park there, no sprinters allowed, all this stupid stuff made me mad. So I left the place, decided I'm gonna go have a late night dinner, went to Applebee's, ate at Applebee's. Before I got to Applebee's, there was a load posted from Seattle to Portland, delivers direct, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be tired after I eat, I'm not gonna do it. While I'm sitting at the restaurant almost over, the load pops up again, Seattle to Portland. And I'm like, well, I'm itching, you know what I mean? I'm itching. But then I'm like, you know, it's okay. You know, let somebody else have it. I got a load today, I did one, so let's let somebody else have it. So after that, I drove another like 20 minutes to the rest area where I parked, because truck stops non-existent anymore for sprinters out here. And the load popped up again, and I'm like, well, they need help, but I'm gonna charge, you know what I mean? I'm gonna charge because I gotta drive to Portland all night. It's already 1 a.m. right now almost, and I gotta drive all the way to Portland and back for my other second load again tomorrow. So I'll will not be sleeping all night again. So I'm like, hey, I got the chance. If they want it, if they have no other choice, they'll give it to me. If not, if they have somebody else, then they won't, you know what I mean? I'll help them out, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of a ridiculous price. But anyways, so I got the load, so we're gonna go ahead and go grab it and go do it. Picks up at Alaska Airlines, delivers to Alaska Airlines. Pays $7.50 for this one, and another one picks up in Alaska tomorrow around 10:30ish and delivers to Yakima. That one pays $500. So I figured, hey, that's really good pay. Instead of sitting around a week without anything, I'm gonna go get it done. So I'm on my way. I'll let you guys know what it is. I didn't even think about this, you know what I mean? It wasn't in my plan. It wasn't in anybody's plan for this one, but I just couldn't resist, you know? I couldn't resist, and people need help, so I'm helping. All right, got my good to go. Here's my package, this one here. Gonna have to find a place for it in between all my mess here. Since I do not have my fridge, I got everything kind of not where it needs to be. I don't even want to show you guys on camera because that's not like what I have and what I'm used to actually. So okay, I'll put the package down there. It's my trash bag. I always have a trash bag. Package right there. We're going direct. So I'm gonna leave this place, punch it in the GPS, and be on our way. This guy was like, "Oh, you got a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Oh, okay. All right, let's see." What'd you get, locked out?
No, that door, I don't know what's wrong.
Okay. Good to go? I got my stuff, so, yep.
Yeah, you good to go, man.
All right, man. Good night.
I was just making sure it's my first time seeing this color over here, that's why.
Oh.
Usually trucks like this come around all the time, but they're mostly white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha. All right. All right, good night, man. Okay, on my way. Still haven't put it in the GPS yet, but we'll do that here in a moment. Let's see. Can I go left? I want to go left. I really want to go left. It shows you can, apparently. Go this way and this way. I thought I was doing something illegal for a moment, but no, we're good. Okay. Well, I'll throw Portland in my phone real quick, and then, you know, put in the rest of it in the GPS, and that's it. I'm used to picking up right here from Delta. Here's Delta right there. So, nighttime video for you guys. Usually you don't get to see much action in the nighttime. I don't even like filming in the nighttime, but hey, it's happening today. Just about there, everybody. Just about there. You guys need to write it in the comments for me. How you like this nighttime video? The whole thing nighttime like this.
Take the next right to cell phone lot.
Should I avoid them in the future, or it's okay? You let me know. Had to wait a few minutes, but the contact did come here. Took my box on my paperwork, and that's it. So now my next one is actually supposedly ready by like 9 o'clock, but my pickup says 10:26. So not sure exactly. Let's see, SeaTac. Go back. Not sure if I'm going to need to sleep or not, but I just want to get out of Portland, get out of the traffic. That way I'm out of here, and if I do need to sleep, then I'll kind of lay down and can maybe sleep for a couple hours if I need to or not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I might not. I might. We'll see how it goes. If I have time, I can. If I, you know, obviously there is a little bit of time in between my next pickup, so it's already 4:31 a.m. So, you know, once you start driving, that kind of stuff goes away. So you don't really necessarily have to stop and take naps if your body doesn't need it. All depends, guys. All depends. Morning. I'm not gonna show you my wrinkly face yet, because I'm pretty sure it's wrinkly. I didn't even look at myself today yet. Good thing I don't have to look at it all day, because otherwise, you know, maybe I wouldn't like that. Anyways, heading to my pickup. This was originally, if you guys didn't watch the previous episode, I did the surgical equipment, then I couldn't help myself and decided to, you know, do another run non-stop all night long. I did that one, drove, had like 80 miles left back to Seattle from Portland after I did that delivery. Laid down, slept 2 hours and 15 minutes, woke up, and now I'm like almost neck to neck, because I don't know why this traffic. It's already 9:44, and I'm dealing with some weird traffic out here. It's a weird area. Finally started going now, so I thought I would be late. Originally GPS was telling me to go around and I'll be an hour late. I was like, no way, an hour late. So if you didn't watch the previous episodes, just watch them one after another, because the story goes, you have to watch, you know, it goes one after another on this one. I did the surgical, in case you didn't, you know, you're not on the same page. Did the surgical yesterday, picked up in Walla Walla, drove until evening, whatever, until nighttime, and delivered at like 9:30 p.m. Then went to go ate, and there was freight coming out, so, you know, they couldn't find anybody. They kept posting it three times, you know, within like almost 2 hours. So I was like, well, they can't find anybody, so I'll go and do that one. That one paid really well, so I did the Seattle to Portland, and, you know, probably overcharged, but hey, that's the amount I wanted to do it for. I wouldn't have even done it if they would have asked me, like, I charged them $750 for it. It's usually not the case, never the case, and it was just, you know, nighttime and there's nobody else out here. So I figured, hey, if they pay, I'll go. So, and they paid. It must have been that important. So, and nobody else obviously wanted to do it, or maybe nobody else's dispatch was up to be able to bid on that. I'm not sure exactly what the deal was, but long story short, I did that one. So drove all night, parked around, what time was it? Around 5 a.m. I think. Somewhere around 5 a.m. or so. Parked, slept the 2 hours and 15 minutes, and now I'm pulling up to the airline cargo area again to go pick something else up again that got flown in, and then we're going to be delivering that to Yakima. So this one pays $500, and still good pay because I'm still here. If I would have had to come from Spokane to here to Yakima and then back, they would have had to pay more. But this pays good, and I'm here, so that's why we got it for that price. And this happened, like I said, yesterday before even that other load that I got in the middle of the night. So you guys gotta pay attention to how this happens and why things happen like this. So sometimes, yeah, I made the decision not to sleep, and basically I'm gonna be the night of, not last night, but the night before last night, I only slept about 5 hours, maybe even less. And then last night, 2 hours, and I'm going to be driving still, I don't know how many miles it is to there, to Yakima from here. And then after that, from Yakima, I'm going to be driving another, I don't know what it is, 200 and something. About 200, probably another 200 home. And I won't go to sleep when I come home right away. Like, some people think, oh yeah, you'll just come and lay down and sleep. I got things to do. Doesn't happen that way with me. So it takes a strong person to do this. It's not that I'm trying to tell somebody that they're weak and I'm the strongest guy out there. No, it just if you love to sleep and you got to have your sleep, this job is definitely not for you. It definitely isn't. If you can't drive nonstop all night long, then it's not for you. And after you deliver, sleep 3, 4, 5 hours maybe max, and then be ready to go again, then this job is not for you. Some people say, I got to get my 8 to 10 hours of sleep and then I'm good. Well, if that's the case, then you guys got to jump on the semi-truck and drive there by logbook. Here we do expedited freight, so it's all emergency stuff. Got to go. That's how this works. Let's get to that pickup. Alaska Airlines. I got my paperwork printed already. Handy dandy printer. Works great. Served me right again today. Here's how small it is. If you guys haven't seen the printer video, look below and you'll see. Find the printer video on the page or on the channel and watch it. But this thing is it's like gold, I'm not saying it's too difficult to go stop by somewhere like an Office Depot or Office Max and print it for 15 cents per page. When you're printing 15 cents per page, it takes a long time to add up to $100. But they're $100, and that's cheap enough for me to go get one and actually have one lay around in the van. I just pulled the trigger on this like maybe a month ago or so, or maybe more actually than a month ago, and it's been working out great for me. So if you guys want a printer like that, Amazon, it's a thermal printer. You can buy any kind. You can look them up. Portable thermal printer. There's different brands, other different colors, all kinds of stuff. Okay, I got my stuff. Somebody's paying $500. $500 for this box right here. So It's really small, maybe 2 pounds per paperwork, if even that. It was the fastest load I've ever done at the airport, honestly. I'll tell you what. It's the truth. I've never been loaded at the airport faster than that. First of all, they didn't have any lines. I don't think they're as busy as like DHL and Southwest and stuff like that. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're more expensive. Maybe people just don't think that they do cargo, and they I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but hey, I love it. That's the best pickup I've ever done. There it is, right there. Happened right there. See how they're not busy? Their docks are empty and everything. I don't know if it's always like that or not. If you guys live in the area,
In 1,000 feet,
or even in other places, different states and cities, let me know how, if you pick up from Alaska, if they're busy or not. I'm just kind of wondering if they are or not. Because picking up from Southwest could take hours. I know our local ones don't take that long. As long as there's nobody there, it could be like one person or two people in front of you, usually pretty quick. Besides that, it's no nonsense, you know what I mean? But I guess we'll see. We'll see what you guys will answer me.
Take the next left.
I wonder. I want to know. I'm curious to know. So I've got to my destination, 152 miles to my delivery.
Prepare to keep left.
And then I'll have like 200 going home after that.
After 1.5
Or maybe more, I don't know. I think it's 200. I go to Yakima often, but I don't go often enough to know exactly the number of miles from my house to there, or from there back to my house. I don't know why. I just don't pay attention to those little details. Let's check the pass report, see if there's any restrictions, any snow, any chains required, or anything like that out there. I doubt there will be, but why is this screen all... That's weird that it does that.
0.6 miles.
Let's see.
Towards 5 southbound.
So there's an app called WSDOT. That's what you want. You open that up and you go to mountain passes. You can look at like cameras and everything else. I gotta pay attention to where I'm going. Renton, that's where I need to be. Okay, hold on a second, peeps. Hold on, let me pass.
5 southbound towards Portland.
There we go. I've been in this situation here where you go the wrong way and then it sets you back quite a bit, so I apologize. Then you find your lookout pass. It's got Stevens Pass, Sherman Pass, I mean everything. So you look for Snoqualmie Pass. Bam. No restrictions. Roadway is bare and wet. 36 degrees there. And you can look at cameras. Look at that. Every state has their own app. If they're good at it, you know, if basically, since we do deal with the pass being closed often, with the snow, with the restrictions and all that, maybe that's why we have a pretty good app with pretty good cameras that showed you what happened, like, you know, within 3 to 5 minutes ago. They capture the images and, you know, refresh them. So you can see what's going on over there. See? Just wet, that's all it is. So nothing to worry about there. I was thinking actually to throw my chains out, and the wife's like, you know that you're supposed to keep them until April. I'm like, that's semi-trucks. But then again, you know, you never know when you're going to get snow over here, and then you're going to get stuck over here and not be able to either get to here or from here. So, you know, I was like, yeah, whatever. Those extra whatever pounds, 40 pounds that the chains weigh, let them keep riding for now, I guess.
Waking to the sound of the beatnik boulevard.
Valley of Ellensburg. I know on camera it doesn't do any justice, but this is all orchards, all the brown stuff, all orchards. They're all gonna come to life soon. Maybe a month or two, I guess 2 probably, until they start showing leaves and everything else, as long as the weather's decent and it's warmer here. Got 32 miles left. 32 miles left and we'll be there. It's weird weather. It makes you wanna, it makes a tired person. I'm not tired to where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I gotta stop, you know, or I take breaks. No, I'm just like, you know what I mean, I'm tired because 2 hours of sleep last night, 4 or 5 hours of sleep the other night, it just doesn't, you know what I mean, it adds up eventually. So it's not like your brain's not working or anything like that. Brain's working, you're just maybe kind of slower, more calm, maybe not so active as far as, like, you know, speaking and, you know what I mean, being all cheery and everything else. It's a little different, but you know, it is what it is. So the weather doesn't help with that, is what I was gonna say. It's been raining the whole night. Then today it was raining over there, and then it was like snow, rain, snow mixture, and then the hail just happened a few minutes ago here. So, you know, it's one of those. It's still wintry out here. It's only the end of February. It's still wintry. But hey, life will come here. These bushes and this desert looking thing, this was, you know, all gonna be that way. But the valleys over there and the orchards, that's beautiful. That's just something else. Can somebody comment in the comment section what is that military area? So as you're coming in from Ellensburg going into, oh, and it is like black on the, oh, I've never seen this before, it's like that. It's darker on the GPS. I wonder if that's really it. I just saw a sign that says military area. So 25 miles from Yakima on the left hand side, I guess, is where it is. But I always see like choppers flying and landing, taking off again, and, you know, some kind of like military action. I see. Oh, okay. I think that's where the training happens. I just saw some buildings. I know one time I either got off the exit or I don't know what it was, but something where I read a sign like, you know, no drones, no this, no that. Can't even have a drone up there. So just wondering if any of you guys live here. If you can comment in the comment section what it is here. What is it? You know what I mean? Is it like a training area where they do the training, or is it some kind of a camp out here, or what's going on out here? Pretty big area on the left. See, the thing is, they marked it on the left side, but I see a lot of action on the right hand side out there too in the mountains. So I don't know, kind of weird. It's not just where they say they are. So as I'm driving here, I start thinking, like, what did this turn out to be? 3 loads in 24 hours. I grossed $2,000. Drove from Spokane to Walla Walla to the pickup, and then to Olympia, Washington. $750 that paid. And then last night's load that I covered in the middle of the night paid $750. And this one right here from Seattle to Yakima pays $500. Altogether $2,000 minus fuel. Not bad for 24 hours. This is very good. Thank God. That's not all drivers even make that in a week these days. You know, it just kind of all depends. It's not like we're against it or anything like that. It's definitely none of that. We're not against any of it. We want everybody to do well. We try as hard as we can for every single driver. It's just, for some reason, some are blessed more than others, you know.
Enter the roundabout.
And that's it. Delivered. I'm already en route, going home. You guys see that? Oh, I see something in the way here. My little microphone thing. I gotta put it the other way. One momento. Один момento и все сделано. That means everything's done. Sunny, finally sun again. Look at this. Finally out of the coast area and in the middle of Washington State, up in the canyons here, and we're dealing with sunshine. At least a little bit of it for now. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful orchards. People are already doing their cleanups, fixing things up. We got a lot of Spanish, Hispanic folks out here who take care of the orchards. Either they like it or it pays good, or I'm not sure, but there's a lot of good, hard-working people out here, you know, helping out all our farmers. So thank you guys for that. Otherwise, I don't know how much things would cost, how much things. Look at this canyon. How much more expensive and how hard it would be to actually find help for somebody who'd be wanting to do this kind of stuff. I'm not saying it's a bad job or anything. I'm just saying that people are lazy these days. It's not good to be lazy. Yakima Valley. So all these canyons, all this stuff here, what is it from? Is it from water? Is it from lava? Obviously, I think lava, but see this? You can get in an accident like this here. On camera, it doesn't look like he came up all close, but that guy with that camper, he sure waited till the last minute to pass that guy. So in the end, not to, not to make somebody envy me or anything like that, it turned out to be good. A good day, a good 24 hours. A good 24 hours. Two grand gross. I mean, you guys can do the mileage yourselves, or I can, if need to be, I could do the math, I guess, and find out exactly what it cost in fuel. But my guess, maybe, I don't know, maybe 500 in fuel, if even that, probably not even that. Every 400 miles costs about $85 average. Sometimes a little less, and sometimes like 79, 80, 82, 81, stuff like that. So, and that lasts for 400 miles. So every 400 miles, $80 in fuel. You guys are smart. You can take Google Maps. You can see exactly Spokane, Yakima, Olympia, and then Seattle to Portland, back to Seattle, and then Seattle to Yakima, Yakima to Spokane. And you guys can see, you can do all that mileage, then divide that by 400, and then the number of times I filled up times that by 80, and you'll get your math. That'll be your 100% correct math. That won't include the food I ate. I spent $29 with a tip yesterday at Applebee's. Had good dinner. I did buy something at Safeway that I'm bringing home. There's a bunch of stuff still. So yeah, I did get some snacks, but usually I don't really count those in. It's just, I don't know. You don't have to, you know what I mean? I don't have to eat that kind of food, and neither does anybody else. Somebody else can have a burger and be fine, or somebody else can have, McChickens or Top Ramen, and they're good if they're trying to save money and go that route. But I treat myself once in a while to something decent. I wanted some soup yesterday. I got some soup. I ate some tacos there. I had some spinach artichoke dip over there, some boneless wings. So yeah, I mean, I was feasting last night at midnight almost. I got there at like 11:20 p.m. to Applebee's. So that's how it is. That's just one 24-hour period with these last, with the episodes of this one, the one before this, and the one before that. So 3 loads, 24 hours. That's the amount of money, gross $2,000. That's what somebody could possibly make. Could make more, could make less. You never know. All depends how hard you push yourself, how hard you're willing to be available, and what you can do yourself. If you can actually, do it. Not a lot of people can do this job because they can't stay up all night. It's not for them. If they didn't sleep during the day, there's people out there that cannot drive all night long. They complain about it, or they just simply maybe can do it once or whatever, but there's just, there's just folks out there that they can't, you know what I mean? And then they tell me, no, I can. Well, if you just told me, no, you can't, then you're asking me weird questions all about it. The people that can, they don't say a word. They don't say a beep. They just go and do it. They show that they can do it. Or they try to do it, and if they can't do it, they say, hey, man, I can't do it. I thought I could do it, but hey, man, I'm sorry. I just proved myself wrong to myself. So I can't do that. I can only do this and this. And that's totally fine, Being a man about it, that's always the best. God bless you guys. You guys know what to do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, the biggest support is subscribing and writing some kind of a comment in the comments section. That's what gets these videos promoted more by YouTube in the algorithm. Otherwise, it's kind of like somebody maybe found it through a search engine, somebody this, somebody that. You know what I mean? People need to see more. People need to be aware of how to do this right. People need to train and the correct way. So if you guys could do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And it doesn't matter. Even if you put a thumbs up in the comments section, or even if you put a dot, or if you got something to say, you can say it. And it doesn't always have to be positive. You can say negative things. It doesn't matter what your comment is. As long as the comment is there, that's going to push and promote the video more, and it'll be great big help for me. So God bless you guys. We'll see each other next time. Bye-bye, bye-bye.